Good morning, Bitcoin. My name is Thomas Hunt, and this is Proof of Work. Proof of Work is a show about the people behind Bitcoin and how they got here. Today we're joined by Oskar. How's it going, Oskar?
Yeah, great. We are in great times.
We were just talking about your event that's coming up in the middle of June in Berlin. Maybe tell the people about it right here at the top.
Yeah, it's called Unchain, not Unchained. So we don't take. It's not the result. We are working on unchaining everything. Our partners from Latin America, every time they are at our event, they say we unchain humanity. We Germans think about unchaining like maybe business potentials. Whatever comes on our way, we try to unchain it. Yeah, it's on the 14th and 15th of June in Berlin this year. Yeah. Would love to welcome you as well there.
And it's going to be all about the Lightning Network and Bitcoin and all the best things, right?
Yeah, on the first day we have like more a core community day, dealing with privacy and scaling for Bitcoin and Co. There are like major topics like Lightning Network, privacy, like Jeff Gallas from Furmo is there, also Christian Decker from Blockstream, Ricardo Spagni, lead maintainer Monero, etc., etc. And the second day is a little bit more like a general Bitcoin and blockchain day. Means like we are dealing with best practice business cases, investment things, of course, and socioeconomic impacts. Yeah, that is what we are
very cool.
for.
And where can people check that out? The webpage.
The webpage is www.unchain-convention.com. And maybe also important to say it's a celebration, and we say like it's an experience, and we're doing also a lot of side events beside the conference. So nowadays you can have all that input like from the YouTube channels, but it's quite important for us to have a celebration with our guests, and to have a good framework for getting like business initiations on its way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And now it's time for everyone's favorite and most familiar question. Oskar, what was your first computer?
My first own computer has been like a 286, something like that. Yeah, and now you want to know what have been my first games, huh?
Sure. Yeah. What did you do with the 286 when you got it? What excited you? What made it jump out of the box?
Just gaming. I was a big fan of adventure games. Maybe for that reason, I'm now in the crypto space.
Yeah.
Like Space Quest,
yep.
Leather Suit, Larry Laffer.
King's Quest.
King's Quest. I didn't play King's Quest. And then I enjoyed with that graphic interface. Like Zack McCracken, Day of the Tentacle. Yeah, that old stuff. Yeah, we grew up. Nice. Monkey Island.
Escape from Monkey Island. That's a great game. I used to play SimCity on the 286.
Yeah, of course.
We used to leave it on overnight so that we would make lots of money, and then we could build whatever we wanted. But it actually took the computation time of it running overnight. There was no way to make it go faster. Like you could come back a week later and it would still be there, hopefully. But yeah, SimCity
like with mining today,
Yeah. Just fingers crossed, it'll be there. But yeah, I was talking to someone else and they said that Space Quest allowed them to learn English. Was this true for you, or did you play the games in a translated version?
Of course. The first games like Space Quest, you had to type in everything by your own, like it's like the Dutch learned English like from the television, We learned it maybe by playing adventures.
By text adventure games. So after you got the 286 and you were playing games, where did you go from there? Did you continue to play with computers all the time, or did you kind of drift away?
Of course, it was nearly the only purpose for spending time with computing. Yeah.
It's funny because some people told me they had to learn how to program so they could play games, or they had to type in programs to play games. But I think you and I maybe just played the games.
Yeah, we had to type like. We started with MS-DOS, for example. Yeah,
sure.
So there was no graphic interface like today. Yeah, and
yeah.
For that reason, we can also, I think, we can easily imagine. Yeah, come on.
It's all right. We're sorry. Excuse us.
We can easily imagine like how Bitcoin is working now, and maybe we will have the layers in certain years where we have user interfaces and currencies like being traded by people who don't know what currencies are traded in the background. Yeah, something like that. maybe
I definitely think we'll see that with Lightning Network, where right now it's kind of hard to use and you have to send an invoice first and all this kind of thing. I think that's all going to go away and it'll just be simple to use.
I don't understand Lightning so far, but really for that reason we're also doing that convention.
It is to teach you. You're the reason for the convention.
Of course.
I want to learn. I'm starting my own convention. Everyone's going to come and they're going to teach me, and by the end of this, Oskar, will
That was the
understand
idea,
Lightning.
to be honest. Yeah.
Well, that's a good start. And after you played games, did you continue playing computers in like high school, college? Did it all the time? Were you like playing Nintendo games? I mean, how far did it go?
Yeah, the best experiences have been like playing at your neighbor or playing at your friends. It's like talking about school. It's like having the cigarettes from other people's. Yeah.
Yeah. You can borrow them and trade them, and then you don't have to buy them yourself. You get to try them out.
Yeah.
And how did you go from playing games to getting into Bitcoin?
Wow, no, there's no direct connection. Yeah, I'm a journalist. I did a lot of stuff in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Last station was I was running event businesses like music clubs, and I'm passionate about events. And my first event, like I got into the Bitcoin and blockchain space, was in Essen, with the help of Gideon Galash, who is organizing that Bitcoin Hotel conference. And that was my connection. That was my very first introduction into Bitcoin. Yeah.
So you went to a conference and you learned about it there? Which conference was it? Sorry.
Blockchain Hotel. It was a blockchain hotel in Essen. Great.
I know that place.
Yeah, of course.
Great
Party place. I only can recommend a visit there as well. Maybe you will have 1 month if you're coming from abroad. Spending in Germany, first of all, in May, you have to go to the blockchain hotel.
And you have to use code MADBitcoins25 to get 25% off Blockchain Hotel. Gideon!
We all have to take care of our bucks right at the moment.
If that doesn't work, try some other code. But we've got Blockchain Hotel coming up. We've got Breaking Bitcoin in Amsterdam, and then Unchained in Berlin. I'm going to try to come back to Europe and make it to all of them. I keep saying that I need a sponsor to do it first, but I keep blowing that. they raised money for my airplane, and it was awesome, and like these guys chipped in, and I didn't ask them to, they did it on their own, and then we just spent all that money on a hotel room. So there it is. So we got really far. but then everyone else told me that everything is wrecked too. So after you found out about Bitcoin at Blockchain Hotel, what did you do? Did you change everything? Did you start making adventure games about Bitcoin?
Step by step, and today we have the Bitcoin homelessness.
Yeah.
No, it's funny. Like we got into that room being like also a little bit like generalists. First of all, we dealt with the idea of having an own ICO, and we just got to the conference to get an idea what it is about, if it is cool, still cool, and it was like in 2017, and our first impression from the conference was like, no, it's not really cool, and it's not it's not a great idea to have an ICO, but it would be like a great idea to invite everyone who is understanding Bitcoin and getting taught by these
other
people
that want an ICO and educate them that it's also a bad idea.
Yeah, something like that. And now we are really like serious into it, but that was not the plan originally.
Well, that's awesome. You're able to learn something at a Bitcoin conference, actually, something valuable that stuck with you even. Yeah. So what did you do after that? How did you go from being interested in Bitcoin and interested in making an ICO to then running your own Lightning Bitcoin conference?
No, we just like we just did it. We had a close connection via Aaron Koenig, who was like writing books about that stuff, to the BitConf guys. We're doing like that conference in Latin America, and we are also political. We're also interested in political issues, and for that reason, like we look behind that, like what we got, what we got out of Bitcoin, and so it's not only about technology. It's also like dealing with challenges we are facing, like in the real world, and to solve it. That's it.
Well, very cool, Oskar. I think you summed it up pretty good. You played SimCity and Space Quest and Roger Wilco and all the best games. Then you got into Bitcoin, and now you're running a Bitcoin Lightning Conference.
Yeah, let's see what happens next.
Yeah. So we already told the people at the beginning, but where again can they find out about the conference and about your work? Maybe your Twitter or
website is unchain-convention.com. You can find us on Twitter as well. And yeah, it's in Berlin. We will soon announce the location, and it's a small, intimate audience, and we will have a lot of fun. We will have a lot of musicians there. We are really celebrating, or we are going for celebrating the spirit, and we would love to welcome you. And yeah, looking forward to having you in Berlin.
All right, thank you so much, Oskar, for being on the show.
Pleasure is and was mine.